So you got a high school, you got a middle school, you got older elementary, you got pre-K and K. How do you break that up so they have their own place, but they're in the same building?
This is I call it an E-12 building, so it's an early childhood through 12th grade building, so it encompasses all of our students in our school district.
The site was very beautiful and very challenging. There was over 100-foot rise from the bottom of the site to the top of the site, and that was a challenge trying to get a big flat building on a hill, but it really worked out. It was a big part of the design.
The way the building is set up is that we have our early childhood, which are 3- and 4-year-old and 5-year-old young learners, and they're in the wing with our kindergarten and first graders. They have their own playground area, which is really beneficial, really facilitates those young learners.
All of the playground and play equipment is handicap accessible, so they can wheel right underneath onto a surface that they can move on, so that they can really be with their friends.
And then as you make your way down the hallway, we have the transition year, so we go to 2nd grade, and then that flows into 3rd through 5th grade. Then as you go upstairs, we have our middle school, which is grades 6 through 8, and they're located in their own learning environment that serves as that transition to the high school wing.
I feel like you can almost learn better here. There's so many spaces that you can utilize, and the building is so nice that it's like when you walk into it, you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm going to school here.
I like the seating because how it's staggered. It seems to me that class management is better because I can kind of see everyone a little bit better than I would if they're all on the same plane.
So one of the things we really wanted were some more private breakout areas where we could meet one-on-one with students, and so those have been incorporated throughout all of the areas, and they've worked out really well.
I like to take the kids to the library too because there's so much space there, and a lot of times I've had tests in there because I can spread them out.
The music rooms are a lot better than our other ones. So now they're big and open, and there's things on the ceiling that absorb the sound, and we have curtains over the window, so those sound will bounce off and it creates really nice sound. The auditorium, I've used it for my band concerts a lot. That's really nice too, the lights and the sound.
I've been in theater for 25 years, and this is the first time I've actually had a full functioning technical theater. The fact that I have so many lights to work with, whereas in the other theater I only had 12, and so the options are just amazing. The accessibility to work in the wood shop and then bring everything into the scene shop to work on it, and then it goes straight into the theater. It's been very functional and well thought out.
As you make your way through our building, the commons area is an area that works for us very well because we can facilitate lots of school activities both in those common areas, and then with the top-down gymnasium, that's very popular with our students and our fans.
The top-load gym is phenomenal. Now that we have it, I don't think anyone here would go back. Our floor is able to stay dry. For monitoring, for supervision purposes, you can stand up top and see everything. Our athletics, it just gives them that feel of you feel better about being in the room, so you're going to work a little bit harder. And an open area with natural light that's wider and bigger.
Positioning the building so the light came in was key, so you had some views to the surrounding bluffs.
ATS&R was great. So I always found that balance of what does Rushford-Peterson want, what looks good, what's functional.
And we're very blessed to have the opportunity to work with ATS&R, and I really commend them on embracing what the design team had in place and then incorporating a lot of the things that are valued in the community.
I'm so proud of the community. They stepped forward. This school is going to be here for the next 80 to 100 years.